Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Ninja Kamui. We're now on to episode 11. So, in the last episode, we got the backstory on Zai. Finally, we kind of have an idea of why he is so hell-bent on being the only one to take out Higan. I mean, some of it had been dropped earlier in earlier episodes, little hints as to the fact that he definitely felt some level of betrayal, but we didn't realize how deep it went, I think, until the last episode. We discovered that Zai looks like an orphan. Yes, not an orphan. He was abandoned by his parents, and that life led to him having a pretty rough childhood, and that when Yamaji and his men came into wherever he came from, they gave him an opportunity to become a ninja and basically kind of take all of that anger and vitriol that he pent up inside him from all those years of abandonment and, you know, channel that into becoming a ninja. And it really was because of Mari and because of Higan kind of taking him in. Basically, Sai abandoned his whole idea of like every man is an island and opened himself up to this new trifecta of a friendship. But then, of course, we know what happened. Eventually, Higan and Mari, they separated off, they fell in love, and then they eventually decided to walk away from the organization because they knew that the organization as it was would never allow them to have their family. So we see that Zai felt betrayed by that, and I think that it was all the worse for him, like even worse than before he took them as friends. Now we kind of get an idea of why Zai is just so bitter when it comes to Higan. We ended the episode with the two of them seemingly again coming to a draw. We'll have to see where it goes. I mean, I don't think that Higan's going to lose this match because, again, he is the lead of the show, but I'm really curious to see what will happen as far as a conversation, if there is one between the two of them now that they're finally having this battle that's been coming for a very long time. So yeah, I'm ready to jump into the episode, but just before I do, a reminder that if you'd like to be notified of when I do uploads, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be in the know. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right now. Yeah, exactly. Really? Just like that? All right. Well, he's had that belief system for a while. Right? You can't make him, he can't make him do what he's supposed to do. Oh, Mari, you had a good heart. Too good. All right, now that we're both naked, can we have a talk now? Nope, guess not. Ooh, this camera work! What's the matter, Zai? Why can't you take your mask off? Although I have to say it's interesting that they have it that way with Zai still wearing the mask, because Higan was wearing his for the first few episodes, right? But I feel like that Higan's gone. This camera work? Are you freaking kidding me right now with the fisheye lens? With the first person cam? POV? In an anime? Stop. Oh. You get to see Zai's secret art. Okay, Satan. Okay, so some weird type of kinetic energy? I don't know. Okay, we're both putting some poetry now. He said, simmer down now. Serenity? I think Higan's is better. Not the... Okay, they both get the eye thing. That's cool. Y'all, they're going off with this animation. This is not even the finale. What was that? Not even... My man focused so hard there was an animation change. Oh, see, oh, honey. Okay, now I get why we have the mask. What happened? Do we need to know? All right, he's mad now. That's good. Mad is good. Indifferent is bad. Oh, right. Oh, God, I forgot that he might get punished for that. Oh, okay. All right, I have a little more empathy for Zai now. I don't think the two of them thought about that, but I guess they couldn't. I mean, they did know that, but they took the risk anyway. That's what love means. Yeah, but he wouldn't have been able to live with himself. Exactly. Exactly. Period. Oh, see, there's the real rub. That's why you're really angry. Let it out, Zai. Zai, just ask for a hug. I know that's what you want, bro. Just, this is so extra. They wanted you to come. Really? Then why is it working? Unless you really want it. Right through the tat. That's not symbolic. He's got his reasons. Woo! Whose resolve stronger? Hey, Sai? I doubt it.
それが掟であれ、憎しみであれ。でも、レンだけは許してもらわなきゃ。何があっても。この小さな命が私たちにも未来を手に入れることはできるって。
That's why I'm on Team Higan. I'm sorry, you take out a kid, it's over for you as far as I'm concerned. Right? Like, let's do this later. Let's talk about it later. I'll give you a hug. You go have a Snickers. We'll be fine. Yeah, right? An old friend. It's a long story. Oh, well, you already buried her, huh? Right? He kind of knows. All right, are we done? Ladies, can you get it together?
たちの悪いジョークかと思ったよ。だが、手際の良さと一切の感情を差し出さない。
Why are you sucking up? What do you want?
僕は痛く感動した。だからこそ、
Ooh, the tats though.
という提案も受け入れたんだ。面白かった。
That's great.
ワクワクしたよ。
What do you want?
具足ギアやリアクターの開発データは入手済みです。独自の生産ラインを構築することは可能かと。
So he's been watching you.
それを具体的に話したことはなかったね。
I'm pretty sure Yamaji knew that if he had any brains in his head.
この世界に飽きてしまったんだ。
Are you?
兵器の威力は増し、これまでの常識は通用しなくなる。僕のコントロールによって。
Under your control. Okay there.
お別れだ、山路。
That's very arrogant of you. Yo, what did his house do? Y'all have absolutely no respect for architecture, history. Okay. The wall is now down. I mean, I don't know if that was your opponent, but you showed that wall. How fast can you run? Not fast enough. Weren't expecting that, were you, Junior? If Yamaji's already there, that'd be hilarious. Teaser? He's like, hi! Me again. He said bye. You notice that I didn't talk a lot whenever we were in meetings together? Yeah, you should learn something from that young kid. Really? You think a pistol's gonna help you, pal? You better get all your little machines. Quickly. Not the hands in the pockets. I'm not even mad because I don't like Joseph. I don't like Yamaji either, but I don't like Joseph. You think he didn't know that you would be spying on him, Joseph? Really? Because if Yamaji had fallen for that, I would have been like, he deserved it. Oh, God. Oh, God. You just walking in, huh, bruh? I mean, the good thing is if the girls are fighting, that leaves my man alone. Like, this gives my boy Higan some time to get himself together. What were you saying about the data? Don't run, Joseph. You're a badass. You're going to control the world. Come on now. Oh, your bodyguard. Right? Okay, let's see what Dilly's up to. I thought she was a ninja too, but I guess not. I was about to say, I think I'm pretty sure Yamaji would have thought of that. Damn it. I can't be mad at Dilly because she's, she's a sister. I kind of have to half root for her, but she's on the wrong side, man. You're scaring the children. Okay, Mike, coming up with the plans and the diversions. I'm down. He's being carried like a child. Yeah, okay, Dilly, come through, sis. That's a lot of people. Yeah. Didn't you have some smack to talk to him? Why don't you go stand up? Why are you running? Why are you running? I think you started it. Yeah. Period. She gonna go catch him? That's what I thought. Sad though. Like I said, I can't be mad at Dilly because everyone who's, screw Jamaji and everybody who does screw Himaji, I gotta be behind them. But I hate that guy. I hate Joseph. She could have snapped his neck too. Can't we do both? Peace out, sis. Oh yeah, I was about to say, the old man. Yeah, he's the cat man. Oh, is I still there? Just contemplating stuff, bro? They have a kid. So did he go first? I feel like he didn't do it, but I could be wrong. Because I can see him going after Mari and going after Higan, but a baby? After what he went through? Exactly. You decide your story. Exactly. You can't erase the past, but you don't have to live in it. Preach, Mari. Yep, you gotta figure it out for yourself, Zai. Think for yourself for the first time ever. He would have. Yes, grieve. That's what you've been needing to do for a while, pal. Just grieve. Let it out. And then realize that Yamaji is a little bitch. Let it out, boy. Let it out. Now go back to your brother Higan, because that's what you really need. You need your man Higan. All right. Well, that was a very good episode. I really like that we finally got that battle sorted out between Higan and Zai. As I mentioned in the last episode, we got the history as to why there was so much going on with Zai, but we got even more. Like I was saying, I've been hard on Zai up until this point because I'm like, bro, I get it. Your feelings was hurt, but get over it. Like people fall in love all the time and separate off. Like that's just what happens. But yeah, I forgot about the fact that him going back to the ninjas, knowing that he let Higan and Mari go, that he was going to be the one who ended up taking the brunt of that. I didn't think about that. And we see that he literally has a physical reminder daily of the price that he paid for not giving them up and letting them go, basically. And I don't know that Higan and Mari thought about that. But again, they couldn't really, I can't blame them for not change. Like they probably did, or maybe they did have an idea that Zai was going to pay a price for it. But that's one of the hard things about this life, right? In the end, we all have to live lives for ourselves. And that means sometimes being a bit selfish. And selfishness is not always a bad thing. I know that this world makes it sound like being selfish is always bad, but it's not. Sometimes you need to be a bit selfish in order to make sure that you and the people that you care about are okay, so that you can be in a better place to help others, right? You can't be selfless all the time. You have to live your life for yourself now and then. And so for Higan and Mari, they knew that there was no way, like for the sake of their child, they had to leave. Like there was no, I feel like if Mari wasn't pregnant, they probably wouldn't have left. They probably would have tried to stick around or see if they could have convinced Zai to come with them, or create a situation where Zai really had no idea, right? Like knocking him out and tying him up somewhere and then running off. But yeah, they didn't have a choice, right? Because of the baby, they had to go. So anyways, knowing that, Zai went through what he went through and probably went through a heck of a lot more than that, it's understandable now why he had so much anger. But as I said in the last episode, at the beginning of this one, really what this fight came down to, why Zai was so driven, is because he was hurt. The betrayal was really what hurt him more than getting branded on the face, was the fact that the two people that he, like he said, considered to be his first true friends ever, in his mind, that left him behind and betrayed him. But in the end, it really wasn't a true betrayal. I love that Higan said to him, we wanted you to come with us, bro. Like, it's not like we snuck off in the night. Like, we wanted you to come with us. We wanted you to join us on this path. But in the end, we had to make a decision for ourselves the same way you chose. You said that this organization was your everything. It was your home. It gave you your purpose and everything you needed. That's not what it was for us. For us, we realized we never could stay in this organization, especially considering what Yamaji was turning it into. So it was one of those things where all three of them made their own choices. I mean, Higan and Mari's happened to be in alignment, but with Zai, he wasn't ready to let go of what he believed the ninja organization gave him. And in fairness, it did give him structure. It did give him an opportunity, because the life he was living when they found him is probably not going to take him very far. But, you know, realizing just because something has good aspects to it doesn't always mean that it's the best thing for us. Or it might start out being good, but then as you get older, it may not be the right thing for you, right? That's everything in life, right? They're just like having a job. You might have a job that when you start out, you learn a lot. It helps you grow. You know, you love it. But then as you change and grow and the things that you need and desire change, that job may not be the right fit anymore. That doesn't mean that the job in of itself is evil, but maybe it's just not the right thing for you anymore and it's time for you to move on. So, I mean, I'm definitely simplifying it here because the ninja organization was much more layered than that, but I think you get the point, right? For Zai, I think that he needed to figure out for himself what he wanted his moral code to be and not just be a blind soldier of the organization. And Mari and Higan had already got, well, Mari first, really, because Higan was kind of, I'd say he was closer to the way that Zai was thinking for the most part, but Mari was always, from what we've seen of all the flashbacks, she always was questioning the organization and whether or not it was the right place for her. And yeah, like when she got pregnant, that was kind of like the final push she needed to be like, yeah, I need to get up on out of here. This was never the right place for me, but there's no way I want my kid to grow up in this. I mean, or I just want my kid to live, first of all, and I don't want them to grow up here. So yeah, it's just one of those things where everyone had to make their own decisions. And I love that Higan brought out the fact that he was aware of the risks. He knew, both him and Mari knew what they were risking by leaving the organization, but they felt that the reward of being able to live together, be in love, and have their family was worth it. And looking at back to episode 1, I don't think for a second they regretted that decision. I mean, obviously they hated having to look over their shoulders and the fact that they'd never really get to live in true peace, but by and large, raising their kid and getting to celebrate birthdays with him and do mundane things like go grocery shopping like 1,000 times over. I think even knowing the way things ended up, both Higan and Mari would have still chosen to do what they did. So yeah, basically letting Zai know that it was a choice. All of them made that choice, and maybe they don't like the way it turned out, but that was what it came down to. And again, letting Zai know that it was never about trying to abandon him. They never wanted that, but that's just what ended up happening. The separation was a result of their choices. And seeing that Higan actually has the tat of the symbol that's on the cups that they used for their pact. You know, he said, I never wanted to forget you. I never wanted to forget our pact, but like, this is as much as I could carry with me. And then he lets him know that Mari even said that she was even accepting that if, you know, she's like, I know Zai might find us one day, and if he does, I'm willing to let him do what he needs to do, because he's going to be angry, he's going to be hurt, he's going to feel betrayed, and all those things are valid. But she's like, I'm just hoping that if nothing else, he'll spare our son, because that is like, he'll see once he meets Ren why we did this and understand that this is why, and that this, our child, is the pathway to that new horizon that we all said we wanted to explore together. So yeah, I think that hearing all that, Zai needed to hear it, because he clearly had a lot of unresolved grief that he was just channeling into anger. And yeah, obviously Higan won that fight, not only because he is the better fighter, but because, you know, he's much more convicted in what he wants to do. Right? I mean, yeah, Zai wanted revenge. Yeah, Zai somewhat believes in the organization, but really what was driving him was his pain and his grief. And now that he was getting all those questions answered and really got a chance to at least throw a few licks onto Higan, which I think he really wanted to do, his resolve was waning and Higan is not done. And I love that Higan told him straight up, I am going to take out all the ninjas. I am still going forward with this because that is what my mission is. That's what means something to me. And I know that's what you said that you're living for, but I'm still going to take them out. So nothing's stopping me short of death. And even that didn't stop me. So yeah, I really like that, you know, he kind of gave Higan he gave Zai that last hit, and Zai stayed down, not because I don't think he could have fought anymore, but because his fight was over. And I really like that, you know, he just kind of had that time to marinate on it, and Higan kind of let him know that like, we can still deal with this. Like, we have valid beef. You have very good reasons to be pissed at me, but let's deal with it after. Like, this thing with Higan and what the ninjas is doing, you know it's wrong, right? And I mean, I think the fact that we saw the flashback of him seeing that Yamaji told Zai about the fact that they had a child and that he wanted them all gone, the fact that there was a reaction out of Zai is all I needed, right? He clearly was not okay with the idea of the child dying, right? I think he could have accepted Higan and Mari, but the child is when he was like, whoa, what? So I think that, you know, deep down Zai knows that what Yamaji and the ninjas are doing, his ninjas are doing, is wrong. So now that he's gotten that resolution and got a chance to kind of get some of that anger out, he was done, right? He wasn't even going to argue with Higan about, yeah, maybe we'll fight about this after, but I'm going to let you do your thing. So I'm glad that that's all taken care of. And then we saw at the end there that, you know, Zai did something that he's probably needed to do for a while, which is just grieve a lot of things. Grieve Mari, because he did love her, and I'm sure he wasn't happy about hearing her death. I'm sure he's sad about the death of Ren, and then also just grieving all of this pent up hurt and our anger he's been feeling for a long time. So I'm interested to see where he's going to go after this, because I don't think he can go back to Yamaji like this for sure, and I don't know if he feels like he can join Higan, but I hope he does, because I feel like those two would definitely be a great that'd just be a great help. Yamaji is no joke. I have no doubt he's no joke, because even we saw that, what's his name's bodyguard, Joseph's bodyguard was even freaking out when Yamaji showed up. So anyway, so yeah, that was all wrapped up. Glad to see that. And then, of course, we saw that the girls are now fighting Yamaji versus Joseph. Joseph tried to take out Yamaji because he saw that Yamaji is ready to cut his ties with him. And he attempted to send people in to take him out, but he should have known that Yamaji's no fool. Yamaji's, if nothing else, besides being a ninja, he's been on the planet longer, so he understands the way people act at this point. And yeah, he was not where Joseph thought he would be. And he went and attacked Ao's tower. And we see that the only reason Joseph is still standing is because of Dilly, was her name, his bodyguard, which is of course a ninja. And it looks like Dilly is also rebelling against Higan. I don't know what her reasons are for liking that fool Joseph, but clearly she's got an emotional attachment, because that's the only reason she'd go this far for a dick. Like, honestly, that guy is such a dick, but I guess she likes him. But anyways, we see that she did attempt to save him. We'll see if that actually lasts. But yeah, apparently it's going to be her versus the ninjas. We saw that she was pretty badass, though. She's definitely no joke. But if it's down to her and Yamaji, I don't think it's going to end well. And like I said, I don't want her to go because she's a sister. We already lost the brother man. But if it's got to go down, I suppose at least she's going down on her own terms. And I like that it's showing that more and more of these ninjas, even within Yamaji's organization, are still like, why the hell are we doing this? And we don't trust you. So yeah, that's kind of how we ended things, with her kind of standing her ground. And yes, Mike is now arrested for now. The FBI are after him, but we see that he managed to get the hacker out, Jason, and he is trying to get through, and he's seemingly hacking through Emma's data that she was able to get, which they need in order to take down Aoza. So things are definitely moving here, which is good because we only have 2 episodes left. But I think that, yeah, we're definitely leading up to some type of a culmination point. We're definitely going to get, I think, our Higan versus Yamaji, but I'm just not sure what that's going to mean at that point and whether or not Joseph's going to be a part of it. But yeah, good episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.